Good evening, members of Spiritual Equipment Encounters. For those who tune in here on Restream, for those who tune in on YouTube, Facebook, and for those who follow my Showroom TikToks under HCS895. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody is doing well tonight. Tonight is Werewolf Wednesday. Let me send a couple of links out real quick. Go. Hope everybody's doing great tonight here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How you doing, Lunar Eclipse? Hope you are doing okay tonight. Sharing this with groups that I share with. There's cousin Jesse. Let me add him on here. How you doing, cousin?
Hold on, cousin. I'm trying to put on my earbuds.
Okay, I shared the link out. So I was trying to catch the World Wednesday, but we're in Thursday now. But we can still do it a Wednesday. You know how we always do. We're gonna do a live like around 11, but certain things were going on and stuff. So we just waited to do a live right now.
Oh Lord.
So, cousin, today is Werewolf Wednesday. I hope everything we can do something here tonight. Uh,
Dude,
I got my daily
this
workout here, man. I wasn't feeling it, like this weather and stuff, and when it just wasn't feeling up to it, but I still managed to do my workout. Uh, this weather changes. It goes from hot to cold, hot to cold. It's just a constant change here in Texas.
hold on,
You
then
know
cousin.
how?
I'm still trying to connect here.
Oh, you're still trying to hook up.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother Chris Anderson, brother Lawrence Morgan? Hope everybody's doing great tonight. Guess I just want to trying to sometimes when you're going through a lot of things, you want to say certain things, but you can't say things. Uh, I guess the only thing I have to say, is dealing with the balance, spiritual balance, the balance between good and evil. Uh, which there's people that do evil spiritually, and there's people that do evil, uh, but doing evil things. Uh, Either one, eventually everything is revealed through Jesus Christ, and some is revealed through man. The only thing I gotta say is we've had a lot of targets on our back, spiritually and physically. I've been overcoming the ones spiritually, and now the ones that have been attacking me, uh, trying to target me. Well, the only thing I can say is everything has been revealed, and I'll just leave it at that. Everything has been revealed, in which we don't need to be playing any more games. Uh, it's kind of like that. What was the name of the song the Beatles used to play? Or there wasn't there a
Let it
group
be.
called the Who? A group called the Who people?
I'm so done with this, man. It's not wanting to connect. So
Okay. I mean, I guess you could leave it off for right now, primo.
here we go. Sorry, guys. I was trying to get my Bluetooth going, but it's not. There's not wanting to work. Already having technical difficulties.
A lot of things have been identified. That's all I gotta say. I was highly suggest to abort mission, but abort mission. That's all I had to say. The Heavenly Father works in mysterious ways and reveals things. Reveals our enemies to us.
Let me see
I
who's
know
here.
it's always happened to me. Uh, that He reveals my enemies to me.
Hello, Lunar Eclipse. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome,
That I know how the enemy looks.
Lawrence. Welcome,
I know how the enemy looks. I
Chris.
know
Welcome,
I know the enemy's family. I know how many children the enemy has. You know, the Heavenly
Madeline.
Father works
Welcome,
in mysterious ways. That's all I can say.
Morgan. Welcome. I'm kind of
So, what's up, cousin?
look, man. Look what I got. Ooh. Remember these, cousin?
Yeah.
They got the chilito on them, man.
So for the people that like playing games, they've been playing games.
Game
The
time is
fun
over.
has just begun. That's all I gotta say.
What's up, real MMA?
I think didn't I say, cousin, that people have to watch their backs.
Yes, sir. I
They have to
sure, I
keep
sure
their eyes
did.
behind the back.
Need to watch that eye between the butt cheeks, or it's gonna get a shoe in it.
I warned you, right?
Yep.
You want to play the games. You want to do certain things. You better keep eyes behind your back because your identity has been revealed. And I'm not gonna say no names of any troll accounts or nothing like that. The only thing is I know who you are. I know everybody in your family. Everything has been revealed. So you were talking very bravely behind the computer. Saying that you were the one behind what happened to my Facebook account. You were the one that was behind of messing with me for about what 5 6 years.
Yeah, he said he
Well, I
was
know
the
who
one
you
that
are.
hiding under your bed.
I know who you are. So now I'm saying to you, you know, abort mission and have eyes behind your back because I'm gonna give you what you've been wanting. You see, I don't play games. I've never played games. It's something I wanted the bullshit to stop, but you continued. Now your identity has been revealed to me. So you better have eyes behind your back. You old fuck. That's all I can tell you. Have eyes behind your back. And to everybody else that's affiliated, that's been coming up against spiritual encrypted encounters in a negative way, I know who you are.
What's up, Lermy? Welcome to the show, man.
You was talking all the big game, all this shit with your fake profile name. I know who you are. I know exactly who you are now. And you were hiding behind a fake profile names. Been hiding behind fake profile names, but I know your real names. I know where you live. I know everything about you. I knew it was just a matter of time that everything was going to reveal itself. So I'm just going to leave it at that. This is Werewolf Wednesday, brothers and sisters. Cousin Jesse likes doing Werewolf Wednesday. Uh, so that's what we're going to talk about. Moderators, you see any suspicious activity in the chat, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's here, don't allow them come in restream or just put them out. We don't got time to be playing games with coward people with panochas that can't even man up with the regular profile, which I already know the regular profile, how they look.
Take them out
Uh,
with extreme prejudice.
too freaking easy. Just put it that way. Too fucking easy.
Shut up.
Trying to act all hard behind the computer.
That's funny. They try to act
That's
all hard when
your
your panocha
identity.
off.
I'm not impressed at all. I seen your identities. I'm not impressed at all with y'all. Not at all.
What's up, John Robinson? How you doing? Welcome to the show.
So the question is, how do y'all want to handle this now that
You've been
we got
exposed.
your identity? Do you want to come over here to me, or do you want me to go over to where you live? Because you sure yourself was talking a lot of shit. How do you want to handle this?
Have fists. Will travel.
That's what I want to know. How you want to handle it, or you just want me to do you fucking dirty? Don't even give her the respect of. And you know what? You don't even deserve the respect to handle it as men because you've been hiding and playing games all this time. Said things about my mother. So I'm gonna treat you like I've treated everybody else that doesn't deserve the respect to fight as a man. You better have eyes behind your back. That's all I gotta say. And I'm talking indirectly. You know who you are. You wanna talk shit. You wanna talk shit about my friends. Trying to threaten my friends. You got a family, bro. Y'all got family. You this. So you want to put talk shit about my friends and you're gonna do harm to them and stuff. You better watch your back and everybody you love's back. That's all I'm going to tell you.
You
Because
know who you
you
are.
everybody you're associated with, you better be fucking working overtime, fucking watching their backs, because you brought this onto yourself. What do you como la ves, primo?
Yeah, you know what they say about Pokemon? You got to get them all.
You brought it to yourself.
The wrong people to mess with, brother. You picked the wrong one. But you know who you are. You know where you stand. You know what you did. Now reap the consequences of your actions. I don't care if your wizard gets there and says you shall not pass. Oh, we're gonna pass. But it's Werewolf Wednesday. Well,
It's all fun and games till somebody gets fucked up. All right. It's all fun and games till somebody gets fucked up.
yeah, they sure did, John.
That fool, and if you're affiliated with the fool because you believe in his fucking lies, then you're a dumbass because all targets on your ass right now because of that fool. Because we know who you are. We know where you live.
Lawrence, if you put out a video, nobody watched it.
We know what your hobbies are. We know everything about you, man.
What you need to do is sit
And
back, have a Coke, and a smile.
yeah, and what's sad about all this, man, is you're not a man at all. When you have to hide behind a fake profile and pretend to be somebody else that you ain't, because you say you serve in the military, in some kind of way, shape, or form, or you work. What do you work as a freaking janitor or something in the military?
Feliz
You work
cumpleaños,
in the ship
Exuberance.
detail, stir shit for a living.
Es tu cumpleaños, Exuberance. Feliz cumpleaños, bro.
You too old to be talking shit and playing games. The ones you're playing, old man. That's all I'm telling you. And go like this, because I know how your bitch ass looks.
Is he ready for his close up, cousin?
Yeah, he's gonna be ready with his close up. Close up, all right. Happy birthday, exuberance.
¿Cuántos cumples, güey? ¿O 18?
Here you go. Take a screenshot of this. We know how you look. Somebody take a screenshot of this so I can place it on ASC News. Talking to all the troll aliases with the fake profiles. I know who you are. I know how your family looks because you got family. There you go. That's what you wanted.
Ape-
It's
Apenas
not
28.
right. Now that we know who you are, your identity
Ape-
is not who is it?
Apenas 28, Exuberance. Todavía estás pollito, güey. Cuando le haces así, you still smell like Similac, güey.
Like we said in the military, target identified, and I'll leave it at that because other words that I say, but I wanted to take out of context. The only thing I can
Welcome
say
beyond the
is target
box.
identified.
Welcome, no BS for me.
Go ahead, cousin. I done talked about indirectly to this fools. Let's start on the show with Werewolf Wednesday. Maybe some of these comments here. And if anybody here in the chat would like to join to share a story of an encounter or something that they witnessed, you're more than welcome.
Yes, Lawrence, they're a bunch of llorones. They like to bully people, but when you roast them, they cry like a bunch of little, ya sabes, muchachitas. Beyond the box, how you doing? Welcome in. You know, cousin, the only thing I can say on Werewolf Wednesday is recount the time that I saw a werewolf. And this was in Mississippi in 2018. Was working at the Faro Gym. Oh, message. And I was working on a feeder, and I looked around 3 in the morning. I saw. I looked to the right, and I saw. It looked like a big brown dog, man, and it was walking on twos, and it was moving real fast through the property. It was going around the bundles of cotton that were ready to be sold. They were already wrapped and tagged, and it was running around those, and jumped down and told the foreman all the. I ran to the gym and inside the gym because the feeder was outside. I ran in the gym and told the head janitor that hey, I saw something and he asked me to describe it. I described it to him and they shut the plant down. And
How big of a square feet was this plant?
dude, it was huge, man. It was huge. More than 2.5 acres wide.
And how many workers were working there?
Uh, I'm gonna say 20 to 30 people, man, or more. Because you had the people that worked outside on the feeder. You had the people that worked outside on the forklifts, moving all the bundles. You had people that kept an eye out on the storage place for the cottonseed, and then you had like 15 to 20 people that worked inside the machines,
Males and females?
males and females. Yeah, and on the grounds, man, they had living quarters. They had trailer houses there, man. And everybody that was working, like they were right there, they left their kids to sleep. So when I told them about what I saw, the work stopped, and then we looked around till we saw it going toward the seed storage. We was like a gigantic warehouse, man. That that's where the pipe went to throw the seed in. So we saw it, and the two truck full of people were chasing it from the seed storage, and it was like I call it an after image, but you could say it was like maybe time skipping. It would look like a blur and stop and run. It looked like a blur and stop and run. And then sometimes it would like bounce like that while it was running. And they were chasing it, man. And I didn't fit in either one of the trucks because they were full. I started chasing it on foot. And
So what kind of weapons did they have?
all those guys, they had automatic weapons, man. They had rifles, man.
They were trying to shoot
Yeah,
at it?
yeah, they had rifles and they had pistols, man. You never asked me that question before, but yeah, they had rifles and pistols, man. And it ran across the
Did
street, and
anybody
then
shoot around at it?
huh?
Anybody shot off around at it?
They were all shooting at it, man. They were all
Was it?
shooting at it, and like I said, it ran across the highway into a field of cotton that hadn't been picked. And I was running through the darkest part of the plant, and all my senses went off, man. And I stopped and looked to the right, and it was standing right by a module, and it was taller than the module. All I had on me was a box cutter, man. So I started walking toward it. When I got like 6 feet away from it, while I was walking toward it, it was like phasing or melting into the ground. And his eyes were red, man, and we were staring eye to eye. And When I got like 5 or 6 feet away from it, it closed its eyes and there was a puff of white smoke, man, and then it smelled like
Sulfur,
like rotten eggs.
rotten eggs.
So yeah, I guess if I hadn't sensed it and it would have run by, it probably would have hit me from behind.
So did the other people smell the smell that you were smelling?
No, because I was still there by myself. They were still across the highway in the cotton field looking for it.
So do you think it was one or there was more than one?
Uh, the only one I saw is the one that I
One
saw
chasing
when I
you?
stopped. Yeah,
Yeah, because
it
Jesse
was a
would do
sleek
something
color.
like that, just like I would do something like that. We train ourselves to be a certain way, and fear is out of the equation.
Hey man, I'll fight anything, man. I don't care. I know I shot.
So
Now I know that I shouldn't have
you
done
got
that,
a werewolf
but
shirt, and today I'm just wearing a veteran shirt with a flag and an eagle. The eagle's head right here. Yeah.
let me catch up on some of these comments, man. I've missed it quite a lot while I was talking. Let's see. Hello, Bounty Honey Bear. How you doing? The girl by the cemetery. How you doing? Pablo, what's going on, bro?
How you doing, Pablo?
Again, welcome Beyond the Box. Morgan, Madeline,
Welcome beyond
Lawrence.
the box. So, when you seen it, did you feel when you were real close to it? What was the closest you got to it?
About 5 or 6 feet from it, Primo. The distance of the COVID distance. It was right there in front of me. I was right there in front of it, and like I said, it when I stopped walking and was like really close, I started bringing up my box cutter, man, and it closed its eyes and it was a puff of white smoke and it disappeared. Smell the eggs.
And since it was nighttime, you said it was just like pitch black, midnight black,
It was
or
brown,
maybe
man.
it was the color brownish.
Like the color of the werewolf in the movie. I mean, not the movie, the game.
Yeah, yeah, like a
Altered
light
Beast.
brown. Yeah,
Yeah, light
yeah,
brown.
brownish, reddish, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Werewolf Wednesday, y'all. So, how was the feeling? I mean, what was everybody saying? I mean, because I'm more sure people were talking. What were they saying?
They were saying that it was running faster than the trucks could not catch up to it, man. Like I said, it was phasing in and out, man. I call it. You might say it was teleporting. A couple of feet in front of them. Every time they try to catch up, it would teleport. I call it a flash step or a after image.
How you doing, brother Rich Sykes? Sister Madeline says, Jesse, do you believe werewolves to be a separate thing from shapeshifters, like more flesh and blood?
Well, there's a. They said it's a gypsy curse, but it could also be a DDN manifestation because that's probably what I wanted
It's
to
like
see.
it's kind of like a curse could be like a manifestation or a possession when somebody place a hex on. That's what it is, a hex. So a person might act like they're possessed, in which maybe Wendigoism, Wendigoism could come into play. Uh, like when the people they think they're wolves or some sort, or kind of animalistic, and they're playing the role like they're possessed or not possessed. They don't know they're possessed, but they are possessed, right? And they could be playing the role like they're a beast or a werewolf, or like a dog man. But then you got the other manifestations where they don't use the vessel; they come at you in spirit form, in which they have the capabilities to manifest in that way too. And I think that's what cousin Jesse's saying.
Oh, you've seen all that? The girl by the cemetery. You've seen a gargoyle. You encountered an alien, the Slender Man, la lechuza. Wow, you've seen some stuff. Oh, and the Hellhound. Wow.
It's the first time this person has been here. It's the first time I've ever seen. How'd you hear about spiritual encrypted encounters? The girl by the
Yeah.
cemetery.
Oh, that more than that also. Wow.
Well, Louisiana, there's a lot of strange things in Louisiana. I say there's vampires in like in New Orleans, Louisiana. They have supposedly voodoo priestesses. That there's supposedly zombies out there also.
She said she heard from PRT.
PRT.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a member, Sister Metal, in the PRT? Oh, okay. But I don't got her on my friends list. I will shoot a link to you if you want to share your story. Do you have a messenger? Send me a friend request. You got messenger? Well, send me something, a message through messenger, and I can send you the link there.
Your grandpa was a serial killer. Girl by the cemetery. Wow.
Like, what kind of serial killer was Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, Cocoa Puffs, Wheaties? I like all natural stuff, so I can kill some oats, oat cereal, or with raisins.
What was your grandpa's name? Girl by the cemetery.
Yeah, I don't know, man. People that owe the money. Well, that's not a serial killer if they owe the money. You know, uh, it's not considered a serial killer. They found a bowl in his head. Serial killer.
His name was Joe Martinez.
Hmm?
She said her grandpa's name was Joe Martinez.
Never heard of him. Joe Martinez. So you're Hispanic.
He killed him in the shed.
I
Welcome
don't
back, Brian
know.
Griffin.
If your grandpa was telling you the story, he might have been lying to you. Girls by the cemetery. That's what it sounded like to me. I mean, I don't know how old you are. I don't know if your grandfather, how old was your grandfather, but he might have been, I don't know. You say they could hear screams. How were you when you saw, like 1 year old, 2 years old? You say it was your grandfather. Did he go to prison? Did he go to jail? I mean, I think you said he's dead already, right? I seen him out someone in the wall. I don't know. You're 50. Uh,
39.
cousin. Let's see. I don't know. There's a lot. That's a lot of things to see at 9 years old.
And
Uh,
not go completely
where
nuts.
you live? You live in a ranch. Non-humans. What are they called? Non-humans? Serial killers? I don't understand. Sounding a little bit of mixing up too many things at once.
The fact that it was a kid serial killer, that has nothing to do with the Werewolf Wednesday, man.
Louisiana, San Antonio, us talking about all kinds of things. I don't know. I think prostitutes, etc. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I think is right for the group.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I think this individuals here is not making no damn sense. There you go. Hasta la vista.
Maybe next time.
There was a making no sense. I felt it was a troll. That's why they're not here no more.
She had to go. It's the law of the West. And we're all gonna feel smarter for that. Because I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. I was all confused.
I think they
I
might.
didn't know
I
what.
don't know. You could tell that we're just here to how should I say, interrupt the feed. But
Well,
let's
I
go.
was
Continue
confused,
with the
man.
show.
I
I try,
didn't
I
know
try,
what.
I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but she was putting too much stuff on there. When we're talking about Werewolf Wednesday, we're not talking about my dad's a serial killer Wednesday.
I
Yeah,
don't know. She had me all confused because I didn't know whether to go kill a prostitute or kill some cereal.
yeah. There's people like that that come in here. They're mad because of what I said at the beginning of the show. So they come here to try to interrupt the show. They're probably going to take screenshots and put it that they came in here and interrupted the show. You didn't interrupt nothing. Just like always making fools out of yourselves with fake accounts. If the fake profile thought I was going to send them a link, uh, but then I'm making no dang sense. Hell no. We seen what happened before when I sent somebody a link that I didn't know who it was.
Simone exuberance. I'm the serial killer. Dame nut and honey.
What you really meant was her dad was a troll serial killer.
No, her dad was just a killer, a mass murderer. What's up, runner? What's going on, buddy? Anyway, that's my werewolf account, cousin. I faced him like a man, and I swear I didn't cry.
What do you think would happen, man, if some of these other individuals they have all these stories, but they have no evidence of anything? I wonder what they would do.
They would call bullshit. They would call bullshit. They would
If
call
they run into
bullshit.
the things, they run into the things that I run into when I go out there and investigate.
So they would crap their pants, man. They would. El miedo no anda en burros, primo. Sorry, cousin. I'm otherwise distracted. But yeah, man, that thing was huge, man. It was huge, and it was muscular.
How big? How big did it? How tall was it, and how big?
Primo,
Muscular
tall
wise.
wise, tall wise, it was taller than the module. Than the module, so it had to be anywhere from 10 to 11 feet tall, not more. Because the module is like maybe 8 or 9 feet tall, man. And body wise, it has some real wide shoulders, man, and muscular arms. And then the feet were like kind of bent strange. The feet at the bottom were kind of bent strange, dude. They had an awkward arc to them, but the legs were muscular.
Like real muscular, like a bodybuilder, or bigger than a
Bigger
bodybuilder.
than bigger than a bodybuilder, man, because this thing was tall. It had some big legs, man. It had some thick thighs.
Did anybody ever see it again? Did you know of after that incident, or it was just a one-time thing?
It was just a one-time thing, man. Other than the one that I saw near the house where we lived, that one that followed
Can
us
you,
into
can you
Texas.
describe the weather that evening?
Oh yeah, man. It was a dark night. It was around 3 in the morning. It was cold as hell, man, because it was over there. They picked the cotton in the wintertime, man. Not like in South Texas that they pick it around June. These people were picking it around December.
Since it's
All my instincts were activated. Exuberance. The hairs were standing up on my head, on the back of my neck. I could sense it because I could not only see it, but I could smell it. Smelled like wet dog.
just when you approached identity, did you feel anything strange within you? Let me see.
I just answered that.
Okay. Did you see any werewolf beings while you were deployed? Uh, I've seen when I in the field when I would go to the field. But the only beings that I've seen out there in Saudi Arabia was the Djinn, the manifestation of the Djinn. I seen that out there. I did hear. Okay, let me share what when I was deployed. This is what I would see before I even went out to go across the desert and travel to go fight. Okay, let them you answer this question. Did it have backward legs or regular human legs, and did it
No,
have a tail?
they were backward legs, man, because they bent backward like that and then came down.
So, what I witnessed in the city, by the Adobe Towers, before we even got our tanks to get deployed, because we had to download them from. We were waiting for them to arrive at the port, at the seaport, to unload the tanks. What I did notice was manifestations of the jinn in people. You know how they would wear the black, with the face mask, or the thing that crosses their face. Sometimes you could see their eyes change color at nighttime. I think we were gonna go eat. I should say it was supper time. We were going to go eat, and at nighttime sometimes they had the dining facility open for coffee or whatever. But at nighttime we were going to go eat, and I noticed that one of the servers, when they looked at me, I could see like their eyes change red, and then when I got close, the eyes were back to normal. So I felt that the person or that individual had a negative attachment of a jinn in them. So I just grabbed my plate of food and took off over there. But it's kind of like it showed me its colors. I never witnessed a werewolf out there, but I did witness something uh, that I seen visually after the battle of Medina Ridge, because I was in the front lines. They told us to stay in place. The bad thing about it was that we stood in place where we shot our last rounds, or main gun rounds, because that we pushed forward to where the enemy was. So we were literally in place for about 2 weeks in the location where we last fought, which means where we're at, there's nothing but dead bodies around of the people that died. There's dead bodies in front of us. There's dead body everywhere, and there's no body bag detail. So where you're able to see the figures or the dead bodies everywhere on the ground, wherever the individuals died, right? You could see the burning tanks. I was in that area, and at nighttime, I felt that there was like a werewolf or something demonic in that area at nighttime. When I was waiting, we were waiting for them to let us know when to back up, right? But we had to stay in place, so we were putting guard. Like we had 100%. Everybody had to be up, so we was asleep. We didn't sleep for about 2 days straight. But when we were there, I started noticing like at nighttime, when he finally did get a little things that I would notice was I could hear moanings, like the spirits, but then I could hear a lot of dogs came from different areas, and they started eating the body parts or the people that were killed out there in combat, the enemy, right? So you could hear all these dogs eating. You could hear them uh, fighting for the dead bodies, where they're really, the dogs start fighting each other and like biting their necks and shit, because they're fighting over the dead bodies. So all these dogs that were out there had fat stomachs, where a dog doesn't know when to stop when it comes to eating, right? So they were just eating and eating and eating. Uh, so at nighttime, just after we still were up there, so that they told us it was more of like 50%, two people up, two people resting. So I remember I tried to get some rest on the front slope of my tank, even though I was out there in the front lines, of which the enemy could still be there, right? Uh, I remember as I was laying down at nighttime, I could feel something big breathing by my sleeping bag. Like it was like breathing real heavy, like I guess like a werewolf or something, and it was making a real loud growl, and it wasn't the growl of a dog. It sounded like something was right by my head every night that I slept there. So when I would get up, I would pray, pray, against whatever was there because there would never be nothing there. But I would hear it. And then one day, I said, okay, I'm gonna leave my gear on. I'm gonna lay down in my sleeping bag, leave my boots on. So when it happens again, because it happened like 3 nights, I mean 2 nights in a row. So the third night, as soon as I heard the sound right there by my neck area, I jumped out of the bag and I had you know, my weapon. I had my bayonet knife, but there was nothing there. So as I'm looking to see if I could sense anything or see anything, because it was pitch dark from the burning oil earning wells and the burning tanks. So as I'm looking, I see something white, and it's going like this, crawling towards me, and I'm looking like trying to see what it is. I jumped off a tank. I land on the ground. When I land on the ground, it's like this, cousin. It started picking up speed. It started running at me, running full speed at me. I'm going full speed at it. He jumps in the air, going for my neck, and it's coming for my neck. I freaking punched it in the jaw. It punches so hard, man, that it starts flipping, but I'm just blasting it like I I hit it so many times while it was flying in the air backwards. I mean, I beat the crap out of that dog, and the dog kept on wailing, like crying and shit. It tried to attack me, see me as food. My first sergeant, I couldn't hear him, and he said, "What the fuck's going on out there?" Because you're hearing this dog getting fucked up. What's going down there? And they're like, I think CS is fighting something out there. Man, I beat the shit out of that dog. It tried to attack me, go for my neck. So the following day, they asked me what happened. I told them what happened. So they put an ordinance for all the dogs that were out there to be killed because they had tasted
Human
human,
meat.
yeah, human meat. So they were gonna see us not as owners or as pets, but as food, as prey. So we had to kill all the animals that were out there.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, once the dog has tasted human flesh, man, that's it. They become feral.
What's a what when the people talk feral, that means that they become vicious, right?
They become wild.
Wild, wild.
Yeah, like exuberance, man, on open mic night. He becomes feral and wild. You know me, exuberance. I take any chance to just poke at you, man.
You see what Jaime said?
Yeah, I heard, I saw it.
So see when I hear people making fun of me about that I wasn't where I said I was, I wouldn't have this unit crest of my units of where I've been right there. If you look up this unit crest, let me see. If you look up this unit crest right here of the armadillo, that's from armor. This is my medal for liberating Kuwait. Then of course on this other side, I got the unit crest of 212 Cav, and I got my little thing that I served in the Cav, which I do have a Cav hat also. This is the unit I went to combat. So for the days that I was up there, stuck in the front lines, when I hear dogs now, the years that's passed by, when I hear dogs eating a certain way and they're fighting over food, it kind of gives me like a little bit of a flashback of what I had to hear. Imagine hearing that all night with their then they start fighting with each other because they're eating and eating and eating. By the time there was a back detail, it's like most of this the insides of all these people that were out there were they were missing body parts. You know, there was just the dogs. We just had a feast with them. You know,
Which had exuberance.
let me read some catch up with the comments real quick. But I did sense some a demonic presence there. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That I knew how dog sounds, but what was there breathing by my neck, I believe, could have been a DDN or possibly a demon. Like it was trying to fuck with me, you know. So that's why I stayed prayed up, you know, and I would pray every day. I was stuck in the front lines because in the front lines there's of course there was a lot of dead bodies, but there's underground bunkers in which some people could be hiding in there. So I couldn't really sleep. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That my guards were always. I was up literally. I couldn't get no rest in the front lines, especially where I was stuck because I didn't want the enemy to sneak up on me if there was some hiding in underground bunkers or in the foxholes that they had built. So I had to stay alert. It's not like I'm pulling a security job, or I'm a mall cop like certain mall security. I'm up there.
You leave
This
Paul Blart out of it.
after a war. I'm out there stuck in the front lines where you could see the burning tanks and everything. We were stuck up there. That's why they told us to stop. We didn't move from that spot till like a week later, you know. So you start smelling the blood, the guts, the smell of death is in the air. Nasty, nasty, nasty smell. So yeah, when people want to talk about my time in duty and service, they don't know what I had to do out there to survive, and they don't know the things that I had experienced out there in the front lines. So when I hear people talking shit or talking crap about a combat veteran that does serve in the front lines, they don't know nothing about me. They don't know about my MOS because they're too stupid to understand of what I did or what I did out there. They just want to mock me, make fun of me, make fun of my time of service. They want to make fun of my mother, which is deceased. The only thing I got to say about those individuals, if you want to freaking man up, just let me know. We'll settle it in a heartbeat. So CS will take care of you real quick. And for the lady that was disrespecting me, don't worry. I don't have to do nothing to you, but I do got sisters that'll whoop your ass.
You don't want no
They'll whoop your ass.
Beatrice. You don't want no Beatrice.
So keep on talking shit, wicked Dana, about my mother. I personally take they take that offensively, right? I take it offensively. Slap the
Me
shit out of
too.
your ass.
These hands are rated E for
Someone
everyone.
not gonna slap you, they'll beat the shit out of you. I'm telling you. So keep on disrespecting her mother and see what happens. Fucking bitch. Disrespectful people, man. Yeah, I want to see you come on here. I'll send you a link, Dana. I'll send you a link and I'll let you talk to my sister, see how she feels about it. You're disrespecting our mother. She'll let you know.
My aunt did nothing to you. My aunt didn't ask you for nothing. So you got
And
no reason to have her name in your mouth. You don't even know exuberance. You don't even know. Beatrice don't play, man.
she's like, well,
Yeah, this is the
I'm a lady. I'm a lady. If Babe does something to me, he's a coward. I don't have to do nothing to you. I got my sisters and I got cousins, female cousins that'll do something to you. We're just disrespecting their mother and their aunt. I mean, if you got a problem with me, take it out on me. But when you want to bring my mother in the picture, you're asking for trouble because all my family members love my mother and cousins, immediate family that you just honestly just asking for an ass whooping. And my sister, like Jesse, she don't care about if charges get pressed on her. So long she whooped that ass, that's all that matters. For putting my mother's name in your mouth.
Rich, you heard me talking about who?
Y'all heard what you wanted to do to corn on the cob? Yeah, these people
Well,
just want to target whatever they see. They see a picture of me with a tombstone, honoring my mother. They want to respect that. They see me with a hat. They want to disrespect that. You know, whatever I'm wearing, they want to respect.
yeah.
Maybe I'll hold a AI shirt or something with Doofus's face on there, so they could respect that.
Doofus, you know who you are. Yeah, exuberance. I can't pull off a cowboy hat, man. It doesn't fit my face. But I've always worn hats like this. Ever since I was a 14-year-old boy. I've always worn the same kind of hats.
Yep. So yeah,
Can't
Dana
rip
and
in the new
Terga,
one, exuberance, because his walls are
you're
shut.
safe. Don't think you're safe disrespecting me because they respect me. My sister respect me and hold me in a high place. So you're disrespecting me, then my sisters will take her real freaking quick. I seen it happen when females are disrespectful to me. What happens to them? You want to get your old ass beaten up? Go ahead, keep on disrespecting people. They're like the cobwebs out of your ass.
You don't want to meet Lupita.
No, no, you don't want to meet my sisters, Dana. Wicked Dana, you don't want to meet them. So if for all the women that disrespected my mom, you know who you are, Janice Blake, Dana Ortega, and whoever else partake on the laughing emoji that y'all placed. Yeah, y'all want some, you can get some too. They don't know. Imagine if Las Tias got involved in that stuff, bro.
No, you don't want to meet the De La Fuente women. Oh no.
You don't want to meet the Tias. Oh no, they don't do chanclazos. No,
Jaime, this is a Mark II. That vato that he was in that movie Boulevard Nights, the one that played Chuco. He made these hats, man. This is a Mark II. I've been trying to get me a Mark III, but I haven't been able to find one.
Yeah. My mother still has sisters that are still alive, and I'm more sure they were defend her honor just like her children would defend her honor.
Con la tía Silvia tienen.
They don't play, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, all these other people from the group, man. So what happened with my mother happened with my mother. Whatever happened to whatever is going, he's going through is what he's going through. You know. But when you want to target somebody that she's smart, not just mine, you all targeted Brother Josh Turner's mother when she passed away. You know, that's low, man. You know, mine's happened so long ago that I just honor her every year. But let you let you disrespect me or my mother in front of my sisters. Let you grow I'm gonna say grow a pair because you did it, and do that in front of us. See what happens to you. See what happens. It ain't gonna be pretty. That's all I can tell you. Your dentures are gonna fly out of your mouth. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be pretty. You know. And if my mother will be alive,
Thank you,
man,
Rick.
yeah. Imagine she would have disrespected my mother when she was alive. Because what would have happened to her?
She
She
get
would have
fucked up.
gotten she would have gotten tore up, tore up. Not all the false preachers or wearing wolves and cheap clothing in your camp could be able to help you. Then they pretend that they pretend that they're good peoples, and I know I'm getting a little bit off a topic here from Werewolf Wednesday, but I think it needs to be addressed. They think that it's gonna get underneath my skin and affect me. No, I don't let shit affect me in my heart or anything. The only thing I do is just take care of business when the time comes to handle the business. To take care of business. That's all I do. Uh,
Yeah,
Take care of
Jaime.
business accordingly to the threat.
Yeah, Jaime. When you walk the walk, you gotta. When you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk, brother.
Do any of your siblings have a werewolf encounter? Uh, my sister Guadalupe, I believe they had an encounter with. She said was a like a gargoyle or something that looked like a bat, but it was too big to be a bat. When she was dating her future husband, which they got married, they were I think at the roadside park anymore or something like that, and they seen this. It looked like a bat, but it wasn't a bat because it was too big to be a bat. And then it started chasing them. It was like a gargoyle. She had an encounter with that. My sister B is the one that had encounters with all the dark shadows that were coming to the house, and I believe she's seen other things too. Uh, my nephew that was with me, he witnessed he witnessed same thing I witnessed because he was with me at the park when the big oak tree broke behind us, where we were talking about the military, and whatever was on the tree, they broke the big branch, landed right beside it on twos. That one looked freaked out. It looked like a like a jaguar of sort. It had like spots, like dots on it, but it was standing up on twos. It
Oh,
ran into the creek, and my nephew was like, "What the fuck was that?" You know, it had brown, like cousin Jesse said. He came back onto the park, and he ran on twos all the way across, on 2 feet, running on twos, not on fours, on twos. But I believe those are the some of the different manifestations that they can take. But what if it is something that's real? That was that heavy that it broke the big old tree because you could hear claw marks where something was scratching on top of the tree. We thought it was a tree lizard, you know, the ones with the spikes on the back. But we kept on hearing on top of the tree as we were talking, and I said, "Ah, it's just a tree lizard." It was no tree lizard, and it wasn't something that ran on fours, something that ran on twos.
you know, it freaked me out, cousin, when they run and then they do that little hop and takes up a bunch of dirt. They run and they do that little hop. What's up, King Dibbles Veroof?
You seen
Yes, I
the
was, Hyman. Still am. But now I just stay to myself because I don't play well with others. Mm,
how you
Hyman,
doing, brother?
antes era,
Diablo?
esto es lo que queda.
Yeah, I told my sister we spoke earlier to see if she could get it fixed, you know, so she can come on the live. She said I'll see you later on, so I don't know if she fell asleep or what, but she wanted to come back on the show. She witnessed a lot of things there in Elms Grove. If somebody has seen things, also like me, it's her because the spiritual gift that we have it runs within all my family members, with my brothers and sisters. Even the young ones have the ability, but you know when you're exposed to the balance, when you witness things, you hear things, you see things, then your spiritual gifts are open. That you're not ever the same. It's like if you're not seeing nothing, well, then you're not seeing nothing. But when you get exposed to it, right, and you go through something spiritually, then it's open, and you will never be the same because you're gonna see all the things that are in spirit, right? Because you're open up to it. Compared to somebody says, "I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. You believe in Jesus? I don't believe in that." They don't want to believe in anything, so they're never going to see anything because they got their then they're not letting the spirit how should I
We're
sense
back.
around them. So they're never going to witness anything. I'm catching up to the comments, y'all. Runner, Jaime, just catching up to the comments. It's when you experience something, then your senses are keen, and you're never the same because that 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 senses your senses are always going to be there to be able to identify spiritually what's around you. I'm still trying to figure out how to do all that, Sister Madeline. Last time when I click on the person's name, it don't show me I mean, I don't know where to go here to do that on this platform. They don't give me that option to make, you know, maybe I could do it through, I don't know. No, yeah, I was trying to do that yesterday with a couple of people, but it wouldn't let me. Uh, There's only get three options for anybody that I click their name on, and the three options are blog user on YouTube, put user in timeout on YouTube, or add to block this in restream chat. When I click on the profile, but besides that, it don't give me any options of anything else. I'm still reading some of these comments here. Do you remember the guy that we help out spiritually, Primo, the one that was acting all strange?
Yeah.
That we pray because we seen the shadow behind him.
Uh-huh.
He had sent me a message, and he had told me to get rid of. He told me to get rid of the minerals that I have
Oh,
because they're not.
really?
That's what he told me, and he sent me a picture of himself with a cross on his neck, and I was like,
Well,
yeah, it's like I feel like whatever had left his body through prayer went back to him. I got a picture of him, and I got the comment of what he sent me, but I don't even want to even share his face. We haven't heard from him in a long time.
mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
He wasn't complaining about the minerals that we wear when we helped him.
He was the one that was being spiritually bonded, if I'm correct. I
Mm-hmm.
think he went homeless
Yep.
after that.
Yep. I remember that guy. He was really shifty. He looked like he was high on crack or something. He wouldn't sit still. And it wasn't until after we prayed for him that you see him relax, and even the room got brighter in the video.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can find the message that he sent me.
Yeah, I even learned that hat spin since I was a little kid. Look, Babe saying that he texted him saying that we should get rid of the minerals that we wear around our necks because it's not Christian, but he had a cross hanging from his neck.
Yeah, he erased the picture that he sent me. It says, no disrespect. If you're going to proclaim and follow Jesus Christ, you need to stop messing with crystals. That's what he said. but he forgot that we helped him get rid of the unclean spirit that was in him. But I think maybe the unclean spirit found him again, and he's using him as a vessel to try to come up against him spiritually. So I didn't respond to him. Uh, like I said, I don't even know how I can make people mods here. That's what I was trying to say. Here on Restream, especially, I can make people mods on YouTube if that's what people want to be mods at. But here on Restream is not giving me the. But let me see. Let me look through YouTube. It's not giving me the opportunity to do that here on Restream. That's what I'm trying to say. I can add a couple of people as mods over there. Let me see. On this, let me look at the chat.
Beyond the box, I got my werewolf shirt. And they've got that shirt with the eagle on it.
I added somebody as a silent moderator right now, Diablo. Who's the other individual, Sister Madeline? No, you had somebody else's name. Can't remember who else she said.
What's up, Diablo? Mira.
Reading some of the comments here before I continue. So I didn't even remember what I was talking about, cousin.
We were talking about that guy that was possessed that we helped online.
Oh
You said
yes,
you should get rid of your minerals.
yeah. He's trying to say that if I believe in like in Jesus Christ to get rid of the mineral that I got as protection, it's extra protection. But he forgets that we're the one that got rid of the negative attachment that he had. So, we help him get rid of the negative attachment. He forgets that.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice though, man. How you gonna be like that after we helped you? And we helped
Yeah.
you because your soul was restless. And you know it worked because as soon as we prayed for you, you were able to rest. That's repaying evil for good, man, and that's not right, man.
Yes, I'm doing it through YouTube, Sister Madeline. I'm just see. Yeah, Diablo's in. So who else was it? I know that she said somebody else. Let me see if I can find the name of the person.
Yeah, I know the feeling, Rich. Mine gets tangled in my ducktail. So yeah, I know how it is. I wear a hat even at home because yeah, my hair is thinning. But hey, man, I ain't worried about it because I know some vatos that were bald in middle school. Their hair already had fallen out in middle school, man. Show off, runner. Yeah, I think it was only Dibbles. Yeah, Rich, but that's why I'm growing a ducktail, man. So when I go get some hair implants, man, they can take it off from my ducktail and put it right here.
What? Take your ducktail and put it on there.
Yep. That way I can get hair implants with my own hair.
How much that cost, primo?
What?
Hair implants.
I wouldn't know, cousin.
I'll give you some of my hair.
It's not my color though, man.
It's growing
But did
crazy.
you
I have
notice, cousin? Did you notice, cousin? Both of us have only gray hair right here. Not at the top, just right here. Yes, it'll reach. It reaches all the way up to my under my nose. Learning when I comb it like that, it reaches all the way up to over my under my nose. Hello, Michelle Delaney. How are you doing? Yeah, me too, Rich. Hey, Diablo. I mean, the Dibbles. My dad had a fro, vato. He had naturally curly hair. He always went around with a afro. He looked like Toadstool from the Mario Brothers, man. Oh, here comes a 28-year-old saying, "Rest in peace, men's hair." Wait till your bald, vato. A ver qué vas a decir.
Oh, the exhibitors turn 28.
Yeah,
Must be
28.
son, Junior. Come here. Look at my son's hair, man. Put on a shirt and come over here. Yeah, he said, "I'm good, man." My son got a lot of hair. He got long hair.
Yeah, well, he's young. I remember at that 20 in my 20s, I had a lot of hair too. I said,
He looked like Rico Suave. My son,
yeah,
he got long hair.
my ducktails right between my shoulder blades right now, man. That's how long it is.
No, I don't want to bring my son on camera because then Dana Ortega get a little bit excited.
Yeah, man. She'll put
With
that.
all that.
Hey, man. She'll put that thing on her fishing pole. Hey, little boy, do you want some candy?
Yeah, then they should try to target my hijo. Yeah, that lady crazy. And I thought she was cool at first when she was reading. So oh, look, she's into the Bible. She's reading scripture, but then I started noticing that she was trying to use some of the what she's reading against me. So I said, "No, this lady is a bruja."
Well, she was cool. She was a cool era.
How about you, Diablo? What happened to your hair?
Rich, my hair feels
You fell
like
out of here?
baby hair, man. Like baby hair. It's really, really soft and really, really fine, man. Damn.
Yeah. My son's like, hell no. So I'm good. Like I don't want to get in your life. There's too many crazy people there.
He's gonna pick
Too much
himself up a
trouble.
bruja. He's gonna pick himself up a bruja.
I remember when I took my son to the club in Austin. Freaking female older ladies were trying to pick him up. All the Cougar Squad was trying to come after him, man. They were like trying to get his hat and put it on their head, like and trying to hug him and all kinds of stuff.
What's up, Elastic Machinery? How you doing, my brother?
My son
Welcome
was just
in.
trying to get away from them.
Rich, if I walk around without a hat outside, man, and it's windy, when I come in, I'm like standing up like a troll, and it's everywhere, bro. If I want to go outside, I gotta put a ponytail on or a braid to keep my ducktail from flying everywhere. Yes, Jaime, soft and silky. You might want to get hair like this one, man. Beyond the Box will love it. Soft and silky hair, man, and it's clean because I wash it daily.
It's kind of like me and cousin Jesse. We're all lions, right? But he's got a young lion and I got a young lion, which is our sons.
Yeah, man, my young lion, he works in a lion's den because he's a prison guard.
Where does it work, Primo?
He works in Beeville, man.
So he lives in like Corpus.
No, he lives in Beeville because he works in Beeville.
Oh, okay.
He works at the prison there in Beeville. It's
How long he
long.
been working? How
It's
long he
long.
been working?
Man. Yeah, he's been working there about going on 10 years. Look behind the
Nice.
bed. Look.
You were trying to look like Steven Seagal with the long hair.
You gotta get the face right. And then
Steven
when you run, you
Seagal.
gotta run. Yeah, man. And then when you run, you gotta run like a girl. See?
I seen the movies, man. How you be running?
They say that about to move to Russia about because the movies he was making, the mob was funding the movies, and when they wanted their money back, this Vato didn't want to pay him back, so he moved to Russia.
What?
Yeah,
So he's living in Russia right now?
yeah, he moved to Russia.
They probably were going to take him out, man.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm the master of crazy exuberance.
I still had it
That Will
later.
Dibbles.
No,
I went around with the aggravated look like you for like 20 something years, man. And then when I try to regrow it, I think I missed the spot.
you just gotta water it down and it'll grow back.
Hey, man. When I go out, I use Tres Flores, bro.
What does it do?
It's Brillantina.
Oh, Vientrina.
Yeah.
And the art of Cheeto.
Yeah. Hey, Nelly, I have Lucius Locks. I'm gonna do a butter commercial. I can't believe it's not butter.
Do it like the Count, primo, like the vampiro from Sesame Street, the one that will count the numbers, primo,
The count?
like, like the Count.
Oh, like, one, a
No, no,
two, a
uh,
three.
I believe it's not butter. Do like the Count.
No, my hair is not oily. Only when I put some balm on it, man. I got some three flowers that I use. It's like hair grease, man. I agree, Dibbles. I agree. I got confused. Hey, man, don't be calling out real MMA because he's in here, man. Real Mexican martial arts, I guess, is what it stands for.
Real MMA. I don't know.
I got confused.
We've been live for an hour and 37 minutes, primo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go. Bear, what's the name of your YouTube channel you go live with? Damn, exuberance is 28, eh?
Yeah. You see, I told you, Jaime, there he is. There's the real MMA right there.
He used to be all in the MMA when I was younger, like what, watching it on TV or fighting in the MMA. MMA. Bolchito with a headlock and a poop himself. What the hell? Yeah, you see those videos that they make where the master is going like this to people and going like this and they're flipping over by themselves.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bull, man. It's like, I'm using the force.
Yeah, it'd be like somebody flies around, tumbles a couple of times. They got one of those old men in a real fight and he got his ass beat.
Yep, I saw that.
He tried to do that and the guy was just looking at him and just punched him in the face. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I just studied street fighting and learned techniques from various styles that I could use well.
Well, I took what my father taught me because he was a Mexican wrestler in Mexico. He was an amateur boxer and a brown belt in Goryeo karate. That's what I mixed together for what I use, and it does pretty good. That's Gabe. He used to use it.
Yeah, taught in many styles accordingly to what the threat was. But yes, uh, that style could be very dangerous, especially if you train 24/7 on it, and because first of nature, it could be even deadly if you make contact with the individual. You know that the individual can get seriously injured from the impact of the blow you get. from the impact of the hit, right, or the blow, that person can get injured for the rest of their life.
I don't know
It's
the
a little
song.
bit more.
What is Pablo? I don't know
It's a
it.
little bit. It's a little bit more. How should I say? Because in MMA and UFC, there's rules that they have to oblige by, and there's referees. Well, we know there's no referees. There's
There's
no
no,
cage.
there's no
You know,
rules.
no rules. So you handle the situation accordingly. And a real fight is not going to last that long. Like the UFC and the MMA, Bellator, because all that is made for entertainment, for the people to watch. A real
You
fight is not
know,
going to take that long. Trust me.
in real MMA, you can't uh, hammer fist punch to the top, to the crown of the head, or knee to the crown of the head when you're laying down. You can't grab joints because it's illegal in MMA to grab the joint or a nerve. That's my bread and butter, man. I grab you and make you scream like a chicken in a horror flick, man.
And most of those people that fight in those things, I feel sorry for the people, man, because they're limited
To what they can do.
what he can they can do. But in real life, you can do all kinds of things when there's no referee, no rules or no regulations. There's no Dana White. You can do whatever. So what pisses me off about that is when these dudes say that they're fucking bad because they want to fight you in a cage, and all this stuff. I said, well, fight me out here, and you're gonna find out what the real deal is, because in a real fight, there's no rules, so anything goes. They train for to fight in a cage for entertainment, but in real life, it's way different. You know,
Yeah, in real life, there's no weight limit, man. You're gonna fight somebody. It doesn't matter what they weigh, because you ain't gonna carry that some bitch. You're gonna whoop that ass.
I mean, I'm
Exactly.
not gonna I'm not gonna take away from the accomplishments that done in the entertainment business of what they fight. They have certain people that they fight, but the question is, are the are they the best of the best, or are they just the best of the people they hired to be in their group? But are they best of the best is the bigger question, which I don't think they're the best of the best. But for the sport and for the people they hire in their business, they're the best just of who's hired there, but they're not the best of the best, like to fight a real freaking fight.
Yeah, because
Like I
like
said, it's staged,
in
and they were
MMA,
certain
in MMA,
things.
you can't strike to the eyes. They won't take that shit. You can't strike them in the eyes, man, with your fingertips because it's against the rules. In a real fight, there are no rules, man. If I'm gonna bite you with the little teeth I have left, I'm gonna bite you. If I can pull off my shoe and beat you with, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I have no mercy. Puro pinche piquete de ojos viejo, primo. They'll get you in the nose claw and flip you over.
You see it. Uh, who's seen that fight when the females were fighting? The boxers were fighting, and the female kept on hitting her in the head, bumping her in the head, cheating. Because they got to follow the rules and regulations of the boxing, right? She kept on
No
hitting her
headbutt. No
headbutt,
headbutt.
headbutt, headbutt, open up her freaking eye. The other girl fought like what 5, 6 rounds with an open eye, and she still wound up losing the match, even though she was beating her through punches. they gave the match to the other girl, even though she didn't do the damage to her physically with her fist, but she cheated. You know, she cheated. Nothing but headbutts. That's not boxing. I mean,
Even in boxing, man, when they fucking they hold you, they wrap you up, and they keep wrapping you up. That's cheating, man. You in there to box, not fucking dance.
or when the referees get in to protect a boxer, because that's what their job is, to protect the boxer that has the best record, because that fight that they already know who's going to win, you know. And then you got the judges that they give the round to the wrong person, but you know
And
that's what they do. You know
and
why?
I,
Because they gamble. They're gambling for the fighters. They bet money on the fighters. No difference in the UFC or any other. They gamble. You know, so there's a lot of gambling in that. Even in football, baseball, any kind of sport. There's some kind of gambling going on. That is what messes up.
and yeah, Madeline Tap, I do believe that the violence in the professional fighting world, it can attract some negative entities because when you get hit, you do get mad in there, man. So yeah, I believe it can attract negative influence when you're up there in the ring.
He said Bashford did his a beast. He was a bouncer for years before professionally fighting. Yeah, it's beginning to be staged now. You know, They- I've seen the fights of the Gypsy King, that other dude, and I'm not impressed with those fights because you could tell that they're staged. They're set up that way. You know,
Yeah,
they're
I
the
mean,
no difference in the fights of when Tyson fight. Oh boy, it was staged just for Mike to take the fall. Everybody knows that. You know.
yeah, I mean, I really think it really is messed up with these trans men fighting in women's boxing. And they went
Oh,
over there because they were getting their ass whooped in the men's boxing. So I said, "Oh, I think I'm a girl. I can go beat up girls now." Fucking maricones, man.
full balls rigged too. You see it. All that's rigged.
Yes, I have, Madeline.
For if I want to watch something that's rigged, I just stick to watching my wrestling, man, because I know that's not real. I mean, yeah, they get bumps because that's part of the show. But you know, it's not real, but it's dangerous where you can get hurt and stuff like that by performing. You know, you see them where they're punching and they're going like this, and they're going like this, they're going like, and the face is right here. They're not even touching them. You know, it's all camera angles. But I like watching wrestling. It's entertaining for me.
I
Even
watch
though
on Mondays and Fridays.
I know it's not real, it's scripted.
You know why I watch it, cousin? You know why I watch wrestling? Because I come from like I said, my dad used to be an amateur wrestler in Mexico. My grandfather liked wrestling. My dad, all my uncles. We used to go to the Cowtown here in Fort Worth, the Cowtown Coliseum,
Hmm.
to go watch the Balearics. And then when they moved to Will Rogers Coliseum, we used to go all the way from east side to west side just to go to the watch the wrestling there at the Will Rogers Memorial Coliseum. We go every Monday, man.
We got a question here from La Duende. Have either of you seen a negative attachment on someone you physically fought?
I have. He wouldn't stay down, man. He was acting all weird, man, and started foaming at the mouth. Welcome in, Mr. Anderson. I didn't even see you pop up.
Yeah, but I've seen somebody like that, but I didn't fight him like this. I fought him through prayer. I cast the unclean spirit out of him. It was my cousin, one of my cousins. Uh, he had gone out. He was out that night, and when he came back, I seen him get out of the vehicle. You know, because I seen when he pulled up. I was watching a movie in the living room, and I go, "Hey, what's up, cuz?" And he's walking towards me, and he's looking at me a certain way, and he's got something behind his back, and I see like something shiny. He had his knife out, and he's coming at me like a lion would attack its prey. And you can see like the yellow in his eyes, like something's there. So as he's walking with his knife coming at me, I said, I said, God bless you. When I said God bless you, he's like, hey, what's up, cuz? But then as soon as he said that, it went into his body again. And he comes at me again with a knife. He's coming at me, and I said, I love you, cousin. He's like, hey, I love you too, cuz. And he's like looking at the knife that he's gonna hand. I was like, hey, where you got the knife out? He's like, oh, I don't know, primo, I don't know. He put it up and put it in his pocket. So I was able to get rid of the ugly spirit in my cousin, but without even fighting him. And it was all through a Heavenly Love Foundation. Because you know the saying, Beelzebub cannot get stop Beelzebub. So anger with anger is not going to make it positive. Am I right, primo?
Yep, you're right, Primo.
All
100%.
he's going to do, the spirit is going to transfer from back and forth to one another. That's all he's going to do till it's going to try to take out both other people. And all those people that take the blows to the head the way do in the MMA, UFC, boxing, they have lifetime effects from that. They're not the same. They start getting the shakes, Alzheimer's, too many blows to the head, too much damage that it affects them for the rest of their lives. Look at Tyson. He couldn't even react to what's his name. And
Dude, look at what happened. Look at what happened to Ali.
he had the shakes. What's the name did that to him? What's the name? Uh, what's the name of
I think it was, I don't know if it was Foreman or Fraser that did that to him.
Fraser? Fraser did that to him. Fraser. He made Fraser made fun of him, man. I think there's a video where it said, "Yeah, I didn't win the fights, but look at you now." Like that's what he said to him. I didn't win the fights, but look at you now. And Muhammad Ali, they're shaking and stuff because he did the damage to him. I'm seeing the comments here. Yeah, mentally impaired. He was never the same for many years, man. Never the same. I've got an
Welcome, Deanna Clayton. How you doing,
uh,
Deanna?
what he means feral people is people that don't act like themselves, right? Like they're
They, they,
possessed.
they, they, they look like they act like animals. Wild men.
But wild men, No, I didn't see no feral people out there in Saudi Arabia. Uh, like wow, man. Uh, when I was a kid, I did witness something like that. I don't know what the hell I seen. Our friends that live out on the ranch, they would tell me to go feed the pigs, but to not cross the fence, to stay on the side of the fence because there was something out there. You know, the javelinas are out there and stuff, something like that, right? So,
When you work in Vienna,
so I'm feeding the pigs, right? And I see something moving right from one tree to another, hides behind the other tree, and I was like, I thought it was a javelina, but then I seen others coming running, but they're running on twos. They're not running on fours. They're running on twos. What it seemed like to me, or what I witnessed, was like little. How can I say it? Kind of like hyena-like looking creatures, but they were small, running and hiding from tree to tree. But I would see some of the javelinas that were out there. But I would see something else out there with the javelinas running and hiding behind the trees. But I never went past the barbed wire fence. It was in between Samuel and Adigil, where we used to go to this ranch.
hey cousin, we have somebody here that we prayed for. Her name is Deanna.
Deanna Fulton, how you doing, Sister Deanna? Deanna, that sounds let's, let's see. Greek Psych says, just having surgery in my brain cavity, has slight memory issues, and can imagine what fighters go through after their careers are over. Yeah, me, I've had injuries while I was in the military, brother, Rich Sykes, blow to the head. We went into a like a 12-foot drop in an army we call it a wadi, which is up there in Fort Owen, California, in the mountains, which is a natural crack in the earth. It was like a 12-foot drop, and we went in there with a 65 tons tank fill in there with me. I flew out of the tank. I grabbed the 240 handles, and when it hit, the one of the handles almost went up my gut. It stretched out my skin, and I still got like a scar there. And then it bounced up again, and I flew in real hard, and I hit my head on the breech where the main gun round goes. The and I was knocked out. It knocked the shit out of me. Uh, I was out cold for about, I don't remember, 3 4 hours. I got hit so hard that my eyes were just blinking constantly, and I could hear the people talking to me. "You okay? Okay?" My eye just they wouldn't stop blinking. That's the heart of a hit I got.
I don't have a fan on exuberance. Ya van a empezar. Let me put my headphones on, man, because they're gonna start. Oh, there's something over there. My mom was in here. She was breathing hard, guys. She just went back to her room. Cousin,
I'm here, primo.
it was my mom learning.
Yeah,
It
so
was my
me,
mom.
yeah, I would say a lot of things, of the things that I've been through, but I don't want to say too much here because then the trolls will try to take it out of context. But yeah, I've been in accidents in the military. That's what happens when you train like a warrior. You train to do your job to the best abilities, to go into a combat environment where it's offensively or defensively, not just going there, but to come back in one piece. So you train hard, and that's why I've gotten into accidents from training hard. You try to make it as realistic as possible. Hard training.
God bless you as well, Deanna Fulton. May He keep you protected, and may He give you the strength you need to keep moving forward day in and day out.
We
Two
pray for
hours,
a lot of
cousin.
people. We pray for everybody here. Was it?
2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours. You want to go another 30 minutes,
Uh,
or you
Probably
good?
could. I got 26%. I could probably go another 30 minutes.
It's just people don't understand. Uh, like in the military or any branch, there's different jobs. Some jobs they're like in a safe environment where they support the front lines. People that support the front lines, or like cooks, mechanics, uh, the ammo people. Got a lot of support teams that support the front lines, but the people that are in the front lines are the ones that are handling the mission, that are out there fighting the war. It's the people in the front line, and those are the first ones to go uh, fight, and those are the first ones to die if it gets crazy out there on the front lines. Those are the first ones to die. Luckily, when I was out there, we all made it back. We destroyed every body that came our way, or that when we were in the offensive, anything that was there, we destroyed. So yeah, it's one of those things that either you do or you don't. You know, I should say, either you do or you die.
Welcome back, Dibble.
Well, they like to make fun of veterans for some reason. I mean, they've been targeting me for a long time about making fun of me of my combat service. I'm a combat veteran. There's veterans that serve, and of course, anybody that's got the combat pass is considered a combat veteran. But I'm an actual combat veteran that I've seen combat. That I was in the front lines. There's a lot of people that say they're combat veterans, but they never killed anybody or destroyed anything. But there were support. But then you have the real combat veterans that were out there in the front lines, and that's what I am, a real combat veteran.
Hey, cousin. Hyman got a question for you. He says, "Hey, Abe, did you and your crew ever leave the tank and fight hand to hand?"
We didn't have to fight hand to hand, but the closest thing we got to do to hand was when I had to open my driver's hatch, because uh, the tank was going so slow, because the VPAC has VPACs. The engine has VPACs, which is a big filter. We have four filters in one. I think it was four filters, and there was catching sand in them, so we had to stop. In order for the tank to run at a good speed, we had to stop and clean out the filters. So we're in the midst of the battle. The VPACs had gotten a lot of sand in there, so our tank wasn't going that fast. He was probably going like 6-7 miles, because a lot of sand had gone into the VPACs. So one of the enemy jumped on top of our front slope of our tank. I could see him. I was in my driver's hole, and he had an AK-47 in his hand, and he was smiling at me. His eyes, the way his eyes look, kind of yellowish, kind of like he had a gin in him. And he looked up and he was going to lift the gun, the AK-47. I had my 9 mil here on my chest on the holster. I think I got a picture where you can see I always kept my 9 mil in the holster. So when I seen him looking up like he was going to use the AK-47, I opened up my hatch real fast and I went, hey, stopped the tank, and you could hear it on the. I was on the lieutenant's tank. They're like, "Hey, why are you slowing down over there?" When I say, "Hey," you look down. That's it. One bullet, one shot, one kill. When I opened it up, while the other people that were coming out of foxholes out of the ground were shooting at me. There was bullets flying everywhere. But I believe that the Heavenly Father was protecting me because as many bullets were hitting around me, uh, not one single bullet affected me. Uh, but I only shot one bullet at the guy, and he just fell off the tank. I closed the hatch up, and I kept on going forward. They were like, "What was going on? What's going on?" So now I had to take care of something. I had to do something, but I didn't tell them what I did. So we traveled and we did what we had to do. So afterwards, after the battle, they were doing ammo count. So we told them how many rounds of saber we use, heat, how many 50 cal we used, how much 240 ammo we used, and then they asked them, "Is that all the ammo count?" And I said, "No." I told them 1 9 millimeter bullet. That's what I told them because I had an M9 on me, and they're like, "You put in your." They're like, they didn't believe me. Uh, like the company commander, the platoon sergeants, they said, "We're gonna give you Article 15 for losing your round." I said, "I did not lose my round. I used my round." They're like, "Bullshit, bullshit. You don't believe me?" He said, "Go down the tank trail that we were traveling, and you're gonna find somebody in the middle of the tank trail. Because the track is gonna leave a trail, right? Because it's 65 tons. So they got in a Humvee. They followed the tank trail where we were at, and right there in the center of the tank trail where I told them, that's where they found my found my 9 mil bullet. Just where I said I disposed it of. I told them that I shot the individual right in between, right in the forehead. And that's where they found the bullet. When they came back, they were looking at me in shock, like what the f. And they didn't do nothing to me because they found the bullet. I put it to use. That's about the closest for me to have hand-to-hand combat out there because we did have weapons of mass destruction like saber round, heat round, 50 cal 240 that we didn't have to do hand-to-hand combat. Ask me a question, any question. Somebody asked me, did I run over somebody?
Did you run over somebody, man?
I ran over many people with a tank. People were trying to come
Wow.
out of foxholes. I ran right over the foxholes. 65 tons dropping on a foxhole. Those people got crushed by 65 tons. People that jumped in front, they were coming out of a foxhole and popped up in front of the tank. As soon as they pop up, 65 hit them. 65 tons hit them. They broke. The body broke. That individual that broke, not broke back mountain now. Not that like the broke.
Ay,
Yeah,
cabrón.
I said that they broke. 65 tons hit a dude right in the chest. His body just went backwards. not because it was possessed, because he got broken in half by 65 tons of the M1A1 Abrams tank. Yeah, I got a picture of the weapon of my 9 mil. Uh, I'll show it to y'all in a moment. I got a picture on my phone, so you can see the 9 mil where I carried it. Yeah, 9 mil Beretta. That's the way some people wore, man. Even though we're wearing the same uniform, it was racism. Race, just like we have here. There's people that target me. I go like this and like, oh, he's wearing a hairnet. No, this is my freaking natural hair, putos. I'm letting it grow out. You know, I've always run into people that are racist, man. And some of them, I taught them about respect. They learned the hard way. But yeah, yeah,
Broke that mountain.
you can
Mm.
literally tell Brother Lawrence. I mean, I seen him body go backwards. He was no what do you call it?
With the
Uh,
ventriloquist dummy.
contortionist, where they can contort. I've seen it happen. Seen many people die out there, man. Front view. It was like I was a driver, so I have front view of everything. The driver is the furthest. Is in front of the tank. The things that I was worried about as a driver is when they shoot at the tanks, they're going for the hole where the driver is. So if something's going to kill somebody first, the first one to die will be the driver because that's what they aim for, right? In between the hole or where the driver is. Uh, I remember the rounds the T-72s were using. I could see them coming towards me. Not the big round because it sends a projectile that comes out of it. I seen it coming at me, but it would run out of velocity because they're they're they could only, I think it was like shoot only like 1,400 meters or something like that, or no, 2,400 meters. So they run out of velocity, and I could see them landing in front of the sand and just make a splash on the sand, but they wouldn't explode, right? So I've seen like 2 or 3 rounds do that, land like they're gonna hit me, but they missed because we were staying away from the range. The maximum range we're leaving a gap in between. So I'm just sharing my stories with y'all. Uh, so if we stayed within the gap from their maximum range, then their rounds couldn't touch us, but our rounds could reach out further. So that's how we defeated the Medina Republican Guard and the other guards that were with them. There was like 3 armies that they had, or 3 of their best. We destroyed all of them by keeping the gap in between us. We could touch them, but they couldn't touch us. Strategy. Lawrence says, I am a part of that group. Yeah, so there's people that I can share more. You know, it's just as a veteran, I don't like it when people come at me in a negative way or sideways or disrespecting me, or trying to say that I didn't do this, do that. I got the stories. I could tell you detail by detail. You know, do I have PTSD? Yeah, I should be claiming some kind of PTSD, but I don't. I don't got. They don't got me diagnosed as PTSD. So the claims that I get is from my injuries from the military. I should be 100%. I'm not. I'm close to it, but I'm not. But if I were to claim PTSD, then and everything else I've been exposed to out there, the burn pits and the chemicals they used on us, I should be. Maybe one day I'll work on it. But for right now, I like to stay. How should I say? Level headed, continue to do the good works, work out, stay active here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. It keeps me busy. But I can tell you in detail, what I witnessed out there. It's just this individuals that come in here try to steal my stories. That's what they did last time. I was sharing the story of what happened, like, and they took it out of context, trying to say that I was going to do that to them and all this crap when they stole parts of my story, and just like they did Brother Josh Turner, they only played a certain part of the story. They didn't say everything. Well, they did that to me, and then the only thing they did is added that I said the things that I was saying, that how I shared, I said the story. They took it out of context, saying that I was going to go and when I said the part of that I took out my nine and I shot a bullet and shot him between the eyes, they took that out of context and tried to say that I was going to do that to them, which that was a lie. So those people are full of shit. You know what I'm talking about? They like to take still out of context. I would like to share. My brother in arms, as a retired first sergeant, he he's got a show where he brings the veterans. He wants to bring me on the show and uh and talk to me, and talk about the good times when he served with me. He was retired first sergeant. We were both sergeants together in the military as tankers. Uh, he wants to get me on the show. Maybe one day that I get on the show with him, I'll send the link or I'll share it on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, and or I'll share the link in all the groups so y'all can hear. So y'all can hear from a retired first sergeant that when we're younger, he was my equal to me. He was a sergeant. And I got another one that was a sergeant major, retired as a sergeant major. We were equal as sergeants at one point in time. The only thing is I had to leave because of that accident I had in California. You know, we're talking about Muhammad Ali. Well, it, a blow to the head like that, it affects you a certain way, and it affected me later on in my military career that I had to leave. Honorable discharge, but I couldn't do my duties as a tanker anymore. But it's controlled now. Whatever I had is controlled. But yeah, I like sharing my stories. Just people want to steal contact because apparently they want to blame Sergeant Cias, Abram Cias, Abe Cias. They want to blame the Count, Count Cias. They want to blame Death Rider. Was it the Cholo's name, Primo?
Death
Death Rider.
Rider.
They want to blame Death Rider for their fuck ups. You know,
That's funny. They blame the cow. He only comes around once a year.
they want to blame my dog Rebel.
It's because they're jealous. They want to get some treats as well. Haven't seen him today, man. Is he asleep?
Was that? Yeah, he's asleep
He's,
right now. Yeah, you should see the faces of some of the soldiers after the battle. That wasn't the same. Imagine doing the track after the war. You gotta make sure everything is doing the maintenance, and one of the soldiers is doing maintenance, and he finds a freaking hand stuck in the track. That he's screaming and he's like in shock because of what he sees. Yeah, war, like they say, war is hell.
Jaime wants to say hi to the count.
Jaime wants to say hi to the count.
Yep.
Yeah, I did a lot of things. I guided our gun tube because there was so much smoke that my gunner couldn't see the tank that was behind the burning tank. Um, the T-72, in order for the T-72 to shoot around, they have to uh, elevate the gun tube to load the round, then have to bring the gun tube all the way down, then back up to shoot. We didn't have to do that. We just load and shoot. So there was as we were driving going forward, we was already in range to get hit because we went past the 500. We had like a 500 in between us. We got too close. So that had happened with the soldier that I shot, and then I seen a T-72 that was burning, and behind the T-72 was another T-72, and it was raising his gun tube. And I was telling my gunner, there's a T-72 raising his gun tube. They took it all the way up, loaded the round, and it started coming down. It says coming down. His gun tube is coming down, coming down. And he's like, I can't see it. He's traversing the turret. He can't see it because of the smoke. So I told him to place the gun tube in the center, and I traversed the tank to get as close as possible by bird eye view of the gun tube to the tank. I said, bring it down, and I guided with my eyes. And he's like, I can't see it. I can't see it. The gun tube is going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's all the way down. It's all the way down. And then he said, I can't see it. It's coming up. It's coming up. And I was like, I lined them up, and I said, shoot, shoot. Start. It's coming up. It's coming up because they're fixing to shoot us. He shot the round, even though he didn't see it. When he shot it, the freaking tank blew up. It blew up. But if I wouldn't have guided them that way, we would have been dead. My lieutenant tried to tell the company commander what I did, and the heroism of what I did, but they didn't recognize me for that. Because a lot of jealous people in the military because I'm Hispanic, right? But I saved our crew's life, and I saved the other crew's life that were beside us, because if that tank would have killed us, then it would have killed more tanks, because they were flanked. We're the long ways. The side of the tank is the weakest. There's like it's weak compared to the front. The front is where it's got the heavy armor, right? The side of the tank or the back would be the weakest points. So if I wouldn't have done that to guided them and destroyed that T-72, it would have shot us and probably the other tanks that were flanked. But that's something else that I did that I never got recognized, and that's fine. So long I made it back in one piece, it's all that matters.
Well, cousin, I got 9%. I ain't gonna make the
All right,
last
so that's
6 minutes.
yeah, I was fixing to call it right here in a moment, so I can go for a little bit longer. Thank you, Primo, for being here tonight. Is there something you want to say to the viewers?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by and spending time with us. This is my favorite part of the afternoon, man. This is the time I get to spend here with Abe, with y'all, just talking and sharing stories, and praying in true faith as well. As for me, my my time is out. So good night to everyone. Hi, Monica Davies. Good night to everyone. May the Lord protect you while you sleep, and may your day be filled with blessings. And you know who you are. Shut it. All right, guys. We'll see you. Bye.
Everybody, yeah, I remember everything play by play, guys. It's something I have to live with for the rest of my life. I remember every everything that I experienced all throughout my life, not just what I witnessed in combat. So when I hear people making fun of a combat veteran or a veteran, they don't know what we've been through. They don't know what we had to do or endure. They don't know uh, that kind of, of bravery because they never done it. You know. So for those people that want to disrespect veterans or stolen valor people that want to steal valor from people, pretend that they're served and they never served, shame on you. There's many people in the past, POWs from different wars, different World War One, World War Two, Vietnam. Some people that never made it back. So the flag still is up for them. And when you make a fun of one veteran, you're making fun of all the veterans. You have a lot of veterans that have lost limbs because they placed a lot of the duty. There's a lot of veterans that died in the line of duty. So you disrespect one veteran, you're disrespecting all of veterans, and that's not cool. That's just my point of view of that. Yeah, if we wanted to, we could have gone all the way. The border is right there. We got we had them backed up in a depression because we went the Battle of Medina Ridge. We had to climb the ridge with the tanks. They were in dug in positions. They were in defilade mode, which defilade mode is they have their tanks buried in the sand. So the only thing that's coming out of the sand is the gun tubes. So we had to go up the ridge, and they had the advantage because they were looking down at us. But that's how we got. Once we destroyed the Medina Republican Guard, went up on top of the ridge, and we were able to see all the other army, and we started destroying the other army that was behind them. And against Bush at the time, because I was in a lieutenant's tank, so I could hear everything. They call it ceasefire, ceasefire. Ceasefire because they said not to shoot no more, to to give them the chance to cross the go back across the border, in which they did. They backed up and they retreated. For those that retreated, they got lucky because our orders were no prisoners, which means destroy everything. That's what our orders were. So there was a couple of tanks that survived, like three, I don't know, four or five. I don't know how many. It was a little bit. They got out of there and they left, went back across the border into the Iraqi border. But if we wanted to, we could have destroyed them. But we had to follow the orders that was given to us from higher, was to cease fire. Means don't shoot. If we would have shot, if there was a ceasefire, and kill the tank, then the crew that shot that bullet or round what could be accountable for as in a form of genocide or that violates the Geneva Conventions. But luckily, nobody shot at anything anymore. But that was the end of the war. The end. It was a quick war. I mean, we wasn't playing around, man. We all wanted to come back to to our families, so we had to do what we had to do to make it back to the United States, or we had to go back. Went back to Germany. That was my duty station. I'm just catching up to the comments. Boom, boom. Night Jesse. Night Jesse. Great show as always. So basically, what I'm saying is the individuals that have been targeting Sarn Shias, I know who you are. I know who you are. Uh, it's up to you how you want to handle it. Playing, acting like nobody's gonna be able to find out who you are. I know who you are. I've been knowing. It's just I've seen so much death in my life because of war that sometimes I just forgive people. You know, wanna live a normal life. Wanna do my show with no interruptions or people trying to think that they're bad or they're badasses or they're wicked. Well, I know your identity, bro. I know where you live. I know you have family. So I suggest retreat, surrender, and everything will be fine. If you don't, like I said before, I know where you live now. I know how you look. So if you value the value you didn't give me, Sister Maddie, or anybody that you fuck with, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you value what you love, because apparently you didn't love me as a brother in arms, and you didn't love all the people you've been fucking with. I'm gonna tell you right now: if you value the people that you love, get out of the scenery, disappear from social media, whatever you have, disappear. Because if you don't, then things will be handled accordingly. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You made fun of me, fun of my mother. You said you admitted you're responsible to permanently deleting my Facebook account at one point in time. I know who you are. I know how you look. I will come looking for you, man. I will come for you. Is that what you want? It's a game that you wanted to play. If somebody has something on somebody, that will be me. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff on you because of what you try, how you were coming playing a game. I know who you are. If you value the people that you love, I'm gonna tell you like that, like this. I'm gonna give you an opportunity you didn't give me or the people you've been fucking with. If you value your family, the people that you love, then leave us the fuck alone, or else. Yeah, people think that they'll never be found out because they're playing the game that they're playing. You're in danger right now. You're in very deep danger. I suggest go into hiding or something. Do a fucking what was it? The terrorist. Do an Obama bin Laden. Go into fucking hiding. You want to be a bad guy? I'll make you famous. You want to be a bad guy? I'll make you famous. You know who I'm talking to. I see you got a lot of family. You love your family, right? You'll do anything for your family, right? You put your family in danger just by fucking with me and everybody else you fuck with. Either you back up, if you can't man up, then shit's coming your way. Last time I went to Kentucky was when I was in basic training back in 1989. That was to train. If I go over there, it won't be the training, it'll be to handle business. In saying that, I'll just end it at that note right there. I'll end it that note and I'll say thank you all for those that tune in here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Thank you for the support. Thank you uh, for being my friends here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Not just supporting Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, but supporting Paranormal Round Table. I know a lot of the viewers are coming from over there. Thank you all. Thank you, Brother Just Turner, Sister Nellie Turner. For the people that they respect the United States Army, the veterans, I salute y'all. Uh, yeah, thank a veteran. You know, it'll make them feel good because you don't know what the veteran is going through at that time that you might thank them. You don't know what their thought process is. We've lost a lot of veterans a certain kind of way in which they're not getting the help that they're supposed to be getting. So they want to doing something to themselves. Just put it that way, and they're not here no more. So if you see a veteran, thank them. Not the stolen valor guys. Those are not veterans. Those are freaking wannabes. The real veterans who lost thousands and thousands of veterans. In saying that, brothers and sisters, this is I'll say again, good night, everybody. God bless y'all. I know it's supposed to be talk a little bit more about more werewolves, but I think you could say when it comes down to the nitty gritty, uh, there's a beast within all of us. That the beast will come out eventually when the time comes, or when it needs to come out to handle business. And I believe there's a lot of people that might think that they're evil within themselves because uh, they call themselves certain names like Damien or Demon, uh, starting fake troll profiles that they think they're bad because of what they're doing, that they're evil people. I faced evil face to face, and I'm still here. So, in saying that, everybody have a good morning. God bless y'all. And good night, everybody, from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Peace out, everybody.